All right, folks, welcome back to PEG Wrestling. We are here. We are live. We have injuries. Carter Starocci's hurt. Tom Brands is taking John Smith to school, baby. Wow, we have so much to talk about, and it all just happened, folks. Join us in the comments. Join us live. We'll be reading the questions, so we have so much to talk about.
This might be let me interrupt. This might be a bad idea going live today. I'm not even joking. I'm going to say some stuff. We got some Wayne Beaver fans out there. Well, I'll change that. I'll change that today because I got some strong opinions.
Okay. Well, I know you had strong opinions because we were talking about it throughout the day. I mean, what are your first initial thoughts? Ridge Lovett goes down to Kyle Parko. Iowa comes into Oklahoma State, and Tom Brands does it once again, dude. Just absolutely takes him to school. Iowa came to wrestle, and Oklahoma State pretty much did not. Is that your kind of conclusion? It was 22-9. And then Carter Starocci during a tech fall. Okay.
Hey, everybody, look at this picture. Let me remind you of this picture. Let me get up here.
E.J. Newton, let's go, fellas.
Hey, look at this picture. I hope it zooms.
It's Ridge Lovett. Yeah.
I hope it zooms. That's Ridge Lovett. I think after Penn State.
You could have just sent it to me and we would have put it on the screen. But
can I just say, Ridge Lovett, come on, you're acting like a buffoon there. You know, you want to act like one of the big dogs. You better make sure you're one of the big dogs before you're out there tweedling around out there on the mat because you just went down to Parko today. And quite frankly, I don't know who that shakes out, who's going to end up number one seed. But it's like I said, I hate, you like these big attitudes. There's a big attitude, kind of blew up in his face.
Well, dude, come on,
kind of blew up in his face.
Hey, when you're on top, stay on top and act like you're on top. I like it. But listen, kind of the big news. Carter Starocci injury. Okay, before we get into everything else, I mean, even Bastida majored Elon.
The Carter Starocci injury. Okay.
The Carter Starocci injury.
All right.
Initial thoughts. We saw it. It was while he was tech falling. Earning the tech fall.
Got the win. What is it? Win number 64, 65, something in a row. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. I'm going to say something, and this is just guesswork, folks, but I'm going by my gut here. Settle down. Carter's just fine. That's what I'm saying. Look,
I think that's what you're hoping.
No, maybe. This is what I think, Zach. I think he tweaked his knee. No doubt. He tweaked his knee. That hurt. But, Carter, I love you. You know I love you. But if you don't mind me saying, kind of a drama guy. Hey, I'm just gonna say that. Wow, this kind of sets up perfectly. Knee kind of hurts a little bit. Maybe I can play this up a little bit. Deep down inside, I know I'm gonna go on a run like nobody's business. Might beef up at Hodge a little bit. Look, okay. I'm just saying I'm not worried about it. I'm not saying he didn't hurt his knee. I'm just saying don't be surprised when you see Carter come out at Big Tens, Nationals, and it looks like everything's just fine. That's certainly what I'm hoping. Obviously, the knee went – it wasn't that ugly, Zach. Was it that ugly?
Okay, I didn't if we're going to actually – let's talk about the actual injury. If you watch it closely, I watched it probably 10, 15 times. Yes, it was not that ugly. Like it didn't – It wasn't one of those Willis McGahee – Miami versus Ohio State in the college football finals there where he's done. Like, it was not that bad.
Look, yes, I'm just guessing here. I know that, folks. However, I would feel a whole lot worse if, let's say, Brooks did that. If Brooks did that, I know right away, this is bad news. Yeah. I'm just saying – I'm going off of the history, trying to piece the pieces together here. I'm just saying it's kind of set up where I'm not that worried yet. However, let's suppose I'm wrong, okay? And Starocci's got a major injury. And that could be the case. Yeah. Now, what are we talking about there?
Hang on real quick. Keep going. I got more to say. I got to adjust the screen here. Everything else is showing up. Remember I said that yesterday? I don't know why.
Okay, while you're going, I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's a couple things that we know that I'm wrong. Let's say I'm wrong. Starocci's absolutely hurt and maybe hurt enough where he's done. Let's say Starocci's done. Okay, that's big implications as far as Hodge.
Yes, that's what I want to talk about. If Starocci is out, let's talk about it.
Yeah. All of a sudden, my pick of Kirklevitt as being a strong candidate and Brooks, wow, they move up the list. And as far as this O'Toole being hurt, too, kind of puts him in a better place as far as
O'Toole
Hodge,
hurt?
too.
O'Toole
No, he's
was
sick.
sick.
The whole
Yeah.
team's sick. Point number 2, Starocci's hurt. He's done. Well, what can Penn State do? You ever hear of one Terrell Bearclaw? Because I like his chances of qualifying at the Big Ten tournament. I do. And quite frankly, 174 is wide open now. And how far do I think Bearclaw could get? No, not as much as Starocci. Do I think Bearclaw could win 174? No, he's a 165-pounder. I'm saying kind of like a Gabe Arnold type. He could go up to 174 and just shock people. So that's some good news for you Penn State fans that are fretting like me. Of course, we're all praying that Carter's okay. We love Carter, and we hope this isn't serious. Another implication of this, we were talking about multiple implications of the Carter possibly being really hurt. Mm-hmm. Okay, the Hodge is certainly one. Of course, the points thing, that we can finally
the
put
GOAT
that
team,
away.
Yeah, throw
we
that
can
out
finally
the
put
window.
that away. That's done.
By the way, you said before you even want to move on, I thought the door was wide open. If Gabe Arnold would have went out and beat Plott today, that combined with the Carter injury, would that not have made it an absolute no-brainer for Gabe Arnold going, 174 this year and coming out, right?
Well, and a lot of this stuff, folks, I could be totally wrong. You tuned in for opinions. I got them. But if you don't mind me saying, if I'm Gabe Arnold, I'm putting myself in Gabe Arnold's shoes right now. I'm a little upset. I just now have a loss on my record where, and Terry, love you, Terry. You know how much I respect you. But I'm calling it how I can see it if I'm Gabe Arnold. Let's say Starocci's gone next year and he doesn't come back. All of a sudden, we're seeing incredible athleticism out of this guy. And yes, he's going to have close matches because college wrestling has tons of absolute studs. But how much of a run could Gabe Arnold make at 174 without losing? Well, he's got a loss now because I just pretty much you wanted me to go up a weight class, take on the number 2 guy. All for you, Tommy. All for you, Tommy.
To avoid a point or two. Team point, right?
Which it turns out didn't even need. I'm just saying, as I'm sitting thinking about this, or let's put it this way, if I'm Gabe Arnold's dad, little worked. My son could have had a run. Who knows? He could have gave Carter a great match. But
or maybe the door's just open now at 174 with Carter. Maybe Carter is out, and hey,
all I know was that was a
maybe he just
unselfish thing by Gabe Arnold. And I'm just saying, okay, you're the coach. You're Tom. Okay, do you understand the situation I'm talking about here? Yeah. We're talking about a kid's actual final record, legacy, and all that stuff.
With that being said,
what's more important to you?
Well, if my job is Tom, my job is the team. So quite frankly, yeah. I'll tell you what is most important, the team, dude.
Team
So I don't care about your little fancy smancy record, right? Like, you want a perfect record. If we're going to argue, if I'm an Iowa fan, do I care more about Gabe Arnold being perfect record, or do I care about Iowa ensuring they get the win against the rival Oklahoma State Cowboys?
That's true. And at this point, we don't know if Glazier is going to beat Serber. If Serber wins that, and then Doucette comes on and gets a major, which neither of them happen, which can I just say before we get it more into Penn State, heaven forbid I say this, but John Smith, you just got schooled. Because what I seen was one team that was hungry, that was going to take it to him, and then I seen another team. It's like,
I mean, even Fix.
Dude, it's like you wonder why Iowa has so many wins over Oklahoma State in a row. After a little time, after a run starts, it turns out like one team is the other team's little itch. That's what I'm talking about. And
Oklahoma State is Iowa's
little itch. Yes.
They got
And
an
the
itch
thing
on their
is,
back. They can't get it. They can't reach it.
well, it's how they looked when they went out there, match after match after match. Who was the hungrier guy that you've seen?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty undeniable that
Iowa wanted it
came
worse.
there as dogs. Dude.
Yes,
and
Iowa wanted it worse.
Wrestled like dogs.
And I'll tell you the truth, I thought it was a Tom mistake by putting Voinovich out there, but if you don't mind me saying, nice season, Voinovich. We won't be seeing him again, will we?
He's gone. He's out.
Rapchi, yep, that's the guy.
Ratchi's in.
That's the guy. Wow. Opinions flying all over the place.
Let's finish up on Carter before we move on to the Iowa match. All right, what does it mean for Penn State? You said Bear Claw is there. I mean, Bear Claw's chances to AA.
Not crazy. Not crazy.
Okay.
I mean, he's already shown, and hopefully my gut is right here. And my gut says, settle down, Penn Staters. We're going to see Starocci.
Back.
And yes.
Is your gut.
Is my gut. But in case I'm wrong, and I could be wrong, I've been wrong so many times, you guys all know it. So this is just going off my gut. The other thing that you have to think, the implications of this is, let's say I'm wrong and Carter is done. What does that mean about Carter coming back next year?
Well, I had inside intel that if Penn State, check this out, BEG Wrestling Insider Intel here. I have it on an inside resource that if Penn State holds a match in Beaver Stadium.
Yeah, we all heard this.
Carter would come back. They've never held a match in Beaver Stadium, but literally that we have a source that says before this injury occurred that Carter would be coming back if Penn State would commit to doing that.
Okay, do you want to hear what regular Joes think? Because let me represent regular Joes right now. Regular Joes ain't buying into Bartlett or Carter's little, I might be done. Look, go ahead, guys. Play it off. Let's get them NIL numbers up. We know you guys are coming back. Why would you not come back? What I see here at Penn State is fun, and everywhere else I see, what kind of fun? What, you want to go work at the local office?
Well, I might be able to work at Claw Wrestling, getting paid to wrestle at Claw. That might be an option.
There's a point.
Yeah.
There's a point. Wow.
But anyway, listen. What does it mean for this season? GOAT team is out. Next season, potentially Carter comes back. What does it mean for Carter? I don't know. What does it mean for 174? Let's talk about the 174 weight class. Okay, what does it mean for this weight class in general?
Dude.
Who's the favorite now if Carter's out? I mean,
well, not a whole lot, because Mekhi Lewis hasn't exactly flipped me around and impressed me. I mean, there's times he looks. Heck, I was calling for him to have a major or tech the last match against
Friday night, right?
Against North
Kinda
Carolina State.
Underperformed Friday night, yeah.
And I don't know what to think of Mekhi. And I don't know. I guess he becomes the favorite.
I would say he has to become the favorite, right? Yeah.
I have to look at the. Where's my rankings?
Bring your rankings up.
All right.
Anyway, it would just totally shake up the 174, and unfortunately, it would put a pretty immediate end to the GOAT team chase.
Yeah,
for Penn State.
Absolutely. And by the way, that just makes you ill. It kind of made me a little grouchy the whole.
Yeah, you were kind of grumpy all day.
Now you could say, well, why are you grumpy? You were rooting for Oklahoma State to lose, so everyone has a loss except Penn State. True, but I wanted it to come down to the end. I didn't want it to be a blowout. I swear, I was trying to find out. Where did all them Oklahoma State guys buy them skirts that they wore out onto the mat?
Oh! Wow! All right, hey, you brought it up. You brought it up. Let's bring it up.
Wow! Wait, there went the end of our show. There went the end of our show right there. For Pete's sake, if I can't kid around a little bit, I'm just saying, Oklahoma State, as good as they are, Shane Griffith, DeVos, daggone Kennedy, daggone Ed Ruth. Does he want to wrestle today or not? I'm not sure. I don't know. The whole thing, I look down through there and nobody just grabs me. So I don't know. Could a Bear Claw AA? Yeah, I think so. Even being light, yeah. But does that put Penn State in any trouble as far as winning the whole thing? Well, any normal person's going to say, "Come on, let's get real. It's one weight. They're going to take a hit. They almost doubled second place in points as far as the rankings. It was more than double." It's funny how things go. I told Terry, my good friend, the Iowa guy, I don't count my chickens until I see them, and all kinds of things. This could be one of the funnest team races we've ever seen between all of them. Oklahoma State, Michigan, Missouri, Cornell. Like, to get them other two spots and,
yeah, it's kind of wide open, man. Yeah, it is wide open. It is really wide open. I mean, we've seen teams kind of on the roller coaster all year.
I don't know.
Hit highs, hit lows, and now this is it now. We are here.
Yeah, and I'm just joking around. Of course, I have the utmost respect for all wrestlers. For me to sit here and say, that wrestler must have had a skirt on. What is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? But man, I like to tell a little
jokes. Come out and wrestle like a dog, and you don't got to worry about saying that.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. You come out and show,
do your job.
This is my mat right here.
Yeah.
And that's what I seen out of Iowa, and I didn't see that out of Oklahoma State. And I'm thinking, dude, it was across the board for me.
Let's break it down. Let's start at 125. It was Ayala over Spratley. You picked Spratley.
Yeah.
But Ayala in sudden victory, I don't know if it was 4-1 or not, but he had him on his back, and that would have been a game changer. But either way, the win alone, game changer.
Yeah, and I mean, credit to Ayala. It was a smart, and as much as I've been impressed with Spratley here late, that just says a lot. It's like when you get a close match like that, it comes down to, okay, gas tank and who wants it most. Of course, you got to wrestle smart, all right, but
I mean, here's the thing. The 125 weight class, we also had Figueroa with a couple big wins. One over, who was it, Caleb Smith today? That was today. He also had another big win.
Figueroa.
Your original, a couple months ago, your original top tier at 125 was Ayala, Figueroa, and who am I? Ayala, Figueroa, and Ramos.
Yeah.
There's a chance that still holds true right here. The way
Maybe.
Figueroa's ramping up, Ayala, although, I mean, yeah.
And Figueroa just had an incredible weekend. He knocked off number 2 from Lehigh. Then he goes out and he beats Smith.
Yeah.
So, but a week ago, he took 2 losses in a row. So that's 125.
That's 125.
Flip a coin for 125 because that's where we're at. And now Penn State's Davis, I thought looked good today.
How much can we take from that?
Well, that's true, but I liked his response. The double overs. It's like, how many times have we seen Davis get in that position? And it's like, dude, and I keep screaming at the TV, inside trip the dude and be done with it. Well, he does grab a leg and get the takedown, but I liked what I seen. You know, as far as Davis, could you just stop trying so hard? Get back to having fun. Get back to being loose. As soon as you went up in the rankings, it almost looks like all of a sudden, oh, he's trying hard. I got to live up to this. It almost looked like it. He became tight.
Maybe that's what's happening to everyone at 125.
Maybe.
As soon as they get up in the rankings, they get all nerved up, and then
yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but hey, let's move on. 133, Dayton Fix 7-2 over Teskey. You predicted Teskey would be the guy.
Yeah.
And it was Teskey. And surprisingly, Fix with just a regular decision here.
And if you don't mind me saying, there's a match where Iowa lost, and in my mind, Teskey wanted it worse.
Yeah.
Teskey was the aggressor there.
Yeah.
And it's like Fix at the end had a chance to go get the major.
Wanted no parts of it.
I was not even interested.
I didn't even
This
see a
guy
shot at the
gave
end.
me all I need. Let me get my win. Let me get off the mat. Where am I wrong, people? Where am I wrong? Did I see? Is that what you seen?
That's exactly what I saw, actually.
I
yeah.
seen Teskey
You want to know?
come
He
out
didn't even shoot. I thought, dude, isn't this your last hurrah? Let's go, baby. Like, I would be going.
Yeah, Teskey came out and basically was announcing to Tom, I want this spot. Watch this. And that's, quite frankly, we were calling for Fix to have 4, maybe 5 in this match. We weren't even close.
No parts of it.
I mean, we're
Teskey
talking about,
had absolutely no parts of it.
Yeah, we're talking about Fix, one of the guys we're thinking might be our Olympic representative.
What?
Because last I checked, Teskey's right there with you. Here's Teskey, here's Fix.
All right. Fix.
So you talk about somebody wanting a match bad, and that's what I'm seeing.
Maybe
I'm
Fix is getting ready for the real deal here coming up. But
Boy,
talking about the real deal, how about Real Woods at 141, 4-1 over?
You know what's
going
to happen? I'm gonna on my ride home. I'm gonna be thinking, Zach, what did you get me into? Dude, you know I get mental during these high tension matches, and now then you sit me down live.
To the world,
yeah,
dude.
you sit me down live. I'm still jacked up,
full
full Red Bull or whatever the heck's in there, and it's like what you don't expect. We're gonna get death
we
threats.
should film live during the matches, just us reacting to it. I actually think that could be entertaining.
Kudos to Teskey. That was the Teskey that we all have seen at times.
Impressky Teskey. How about that? How about impressed with Real Deal Woods, dude? 4-1 over Tegan Jameson.
Yeah, Woods isn't anywhere, and all of that. I said
he looked a little confident out there. He looked confident.
He
again,
did,
didn't he?
And he looked like I was questioning: is he engaged? Is he even focused on this?
No
or
question.
does he got his mind on something else, dude? All that flapping my lips was nothing. It made no sense whatsoever, because what I seen a guy out there is dialed in, ready. Woods is a player, and I said Woods would never win a championship a couple times. I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with that, but I'm telling you, he's going to be – you're going to have to go through Woods to win that title. I don't care if it's Bartlett. I don't care who it is. Woods is going to be a major, major factor at 141.
Yeah. Does he make the finals?
I mean,
This
it depends
is
on how
his last hurrah.
Yeah, that's true. It depends how that bracket shakes out, and we'll see. It's funny.
I mean, as it sits right now, he's going to have to go through Mendez and Bartlett to win it, right? Because likely Mendez, him on the same side.
And let's be honest here. We have history to look at. That's all we have, right? Well, for 12, 13 straight years, okay, we have a title. We have one championship in there, so I can't say completely across the board. Although, if you don't mind me saying, that was the most bittersweet championship a team's ever won, because Penn State stole all the glory that year, having 5 champs. I'm talking about Iowa here. 13 years of what do I see? I see people underachieving there. I don't know if the brands get too worked up. They probably are like me. They get too worked up as the big show starts to get close. And I don't know why. Am I wrong? I mean, we keep seeing Iowa guys.
Well, let's not. Are you about to say they underperform?
Yes.
I knew you were going to say that, because I had a couple like Caliendo. How about Caliendo, who did not underperform today? And in all seriousness,
that's true.
Before we move on, in all seriousness, you say underperform. Well, quite frankly, that's kind of only against Penn State, because and this year Michigan. Well,
it was at the national championship.
I'm saying regarding the dual meets this year, Iowa has shown up.
Who would have guessed Michael Kemmerer would have never been a champion? Who would have guessed Ironman would have never been a champion? Okay. I could just keep going. By the way, whatever happened to the chat?
Yeah, I'm responding. By the way, thanks to EJ, because he's the one who called out that we had the stuff on the screen. Thanks to EJ. I'll keep up with the chat, dude.
Okay.
All right. It's happening. I mean, yeah, dude, it's happening.
Yeah, well, all I can say is I have the utmost respect for Tom and Iowa, of course. I've said many times they're the ones that fear me or scare me the most because they're the biggest threat to Penn State. I don't know if necessarily this year, but of course they come out wrestling like that. If Tom has them boys dialed in where they come to the national championships or even the Big Tens, doesn't matter that much to me. Whatever you want to do there, take your little Big Ten trophy, go have fun with it. We got our vision on the nationals. That's Kale, right? That's been Kale.
Maybe.
That's been Kale.
I mean,
but take your little Big Ten trophy, go over there, have fun with that, shine that thing up all you want. We're going after the big trophy.
All right. Speaking about underperforming, you previously mentioned we're moving on to 149. It was Jordan Williams over Voinovich. Bye-bye, Voinovich.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's
a done deal. Breaking news, Voinovich is out.
By the way,
it's now Rathje.
Can I say one other thing about Woods to go backwards? Woods has this reputation of, he's like Spencer on top. The way he them tilts. Watch out for Woods on top. He's even the announcers today. Well, this is where Woods is really good. When's the last time you've seen Woods tilt a good guy?
I would not classify
I think
him
it's
in
a little
Spencer's
overrated
league.
With the top. Woods is no Spencer Lee
No.
when it comes to tilts. I'm not saying he's not bad at tilts. Of course he's good at tilts and all that stuff. I'm just saying I'm not scared to death about Woods tilting like Bartlett or something. I just watch. I'm going to end up paying for that.
Watch tilt Bartlett to win in the finals, dude, is what's going to happen.
Watch if I don't end up paying for that. But no, I'm just saying, wow.
Hey, you mentioned the announcers.
Even Jameson just gets out. I thought, where's Woods' top game? I thought Woods' top game was all that.
Well, I mean, he did enough to win today 4-1, and
okay, all right.
But
I'm sorry.
It was Jordan Williams over Voinovich, and really not much else to say on that match out other than
and
Voinovich is done.
Voinovich, Tom sent Voinovich out against Williams, and they practiced together just last year. And when you got two guys that practice together, you're talking about probably. I'm just guessing here. This is nothing but guesswork. Probably Tom sat Voinovich down. Hey, bruh, how you make out with him last year when you practiced with him? Voinovich said, "Oh, coach, I tore him up. Tom probably went off of Voinovich's
reaction.
Recommendation to put him out because on the surface, I was surprised they sent Voinovich out.
I don't understand why. Why would you not
send out Rathje?
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Give me one reason why. I didn't understand.
As it turned out, it didn't burn Tom. And Tom's only going off of what his wrestler probably told him. Coach, I can take him.
Okay,
I can take him, Coach.
Okay, here's some advice. You think every NFL, you think Bill Belichick listens to everything his players tell him? Maybe be a coach? I don't know. No, who knows, dude? Who knows? Maybe he knew they were dominating this match anyway.
You know what was shocking to me during that match? Who was the guy that was with Sparks? Was it Hardell Moore?
Hardell Moore,
okay.
Yes.
He literally, quote, unquote, yes, officiating is horrible. That's what I'm talking about.
Hardell Moore is hard, baby. He is hard. And I'll tell you, why you bring it up, also, the Rock guy, dude,
yeah.
who won, he did the Nebraska match.
Yes,
Friday night.
yeah.
That dude is solid. Absolutely solid. I now understand why he's winning awards every year.
Oh,
yeah, that
my
dude
goodness.
is fired
if
up,
you don't
man.
believe, go watch
He can get Rock on BEG Wrestling. Rock, if you're watching, dude. What's his last name? I forget his last name. He is the man, dude.
Well, if you don't believe me, you go watch the tape of that, and because it blew me away, I had to hurry up and put quotes down on my little paper. Officiating is horrible.
Like you couldn't believe he said it. Hey, Shane Sparks was getting wild lately too, dude. You hear what he said about the women's the NBA All-Star game?
No.
Oh, he just said it was like literally the worst thing sports has ever seen ever.
Oh, yes,
ever.
Yes.
I thought, whoa.
Yeah, and
whoa, Shane. Whoa.
I know.
We're going for some clickbait there, dude.
Man.
I like it though. All right, let's move on to Fran Franek over Teague Travis, 10-4. Wow. Did you pick Teague Travis? I think you did. I picked Franek.
I had one of our no, I had Franek.
Okay.
I had Franek. But the thing that just left me, I mean, both of them wrestlers kind of look good. Franek wanted it worse. He went out and got it. But here's what just stuck in my head, Zach.
What's stuck in your head?
12-0.
12-0 stuck in your head.
Yeah.
That's what's stuck in your
yeah.
head.
Yeah. Wow. I cannot
And why
believe
is that? Would you explain that, please?
Well, that's Levi over Franek. And it's like I'm watching a very, very good wrestler here. And if you had any doubts about Levi, you remember how Levi just dominated that. That was incredible. It
Levi
was
looked good again today.
It was hard to picture 12-0 over this guy because I was impressed with how Franek looked against
10-4 over Travis. That was kind of almost a toss-up match. You thought Oklahoma could win that and pull off the dual meet, but no. And then moving on, 165, Caliendo over Olnijic, 7-2. Yikes, man.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And, the thing is last year it was about the exact same score that Caliendo beat Olnijic. And quite frankly, what I made a little wager with one of our fantasy guys, old Coleslaw.
Oh, he's in the chat right now. By the way,
Coleslaw took
EJ
me.
Newton says Rock Harrison. Thank you, EJ.
Thank you, EJ.
EJ also said Shane Sparks made some predictions the other day. He's never done that. Shane Sparks getting wild, dude. Woo! All
right, Shane.
Talking about Shane.
All right, Shane. Do you think Shane watches this?
No.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Man.
But, I do like that E.J. Newton, by the way. I'm going to just say his name again. He says nice stuff about – and you know what? I don't know the guy, but it seems like he's straight up. If you mess up, he's going to call you out.
Yeah. All right.
Wait,
so you lost money or you won money?
Me out.
You lost money or won money against
Cole. Old Coleslaw took me.
What were your bets?
This Coleslaw.
He won the our fantasy league championship. This guy's no slouch. This Coleslaw, he ain't no Coleslaw, dude.
I'm here.
He's more like a
with
steak.
His little luck fest that he had last year. And, then he hides out in the basement studying the stats and stuff, try to get a hold of the guy. Can't get all right, I'm getting off track here. But Caliendo did about the exact same thing as he did last year against Olnijic. I should have known that.
Come on, man. What's going on with Olnijic, dude? No adjustments being made by Isaac? Come on. Like, what? No, John Smith, no adjustments being made? Is Tom the only one making adjustments? Tom and what? Come on. Like, why is that 7-2 Caliendo? I expected Olnijic to come out here and actually win this.
Well, he's had some big wins earlier. And, obviously he's very good. But, what was he ranked? Third or something?
Third.
Woo.
Third.
Woo.
I got deked out by the rankings on that one, dude.
Well,
I don't know what rankings we're using.
He's a level down from Caliendo and a couple others that are obviously above him. Great wrestler, but Caliendo, as far as I was concerned,
he's AAing.
But Caliendo looked like he wanted it worse, just like almost every one of them matches.
And
the Iowa guy wanted it worse. But
that and you can lock Caliendo in as an AAer.
You talk about wanting it worse. This next match.
Let's move on. Kennedy and Braden Thompson. 12-3. Kennedy took it. Kennedy dominated.
I don't even want to read what I wrote here.
What are your notes say?
Thompson got schooled in who wants it most. I actually wrote it down. I got angry watching Thompson. And thank goodness you remember back in the days when you guys were kids, I was never one of that fathers that were on the sidelines. Good try, Zach. Good try.
Yeah.
You keep your chin up, Zach.
I mean,
was I like that as a kid?
I'd have the best game of my career, and I came off, and it was like, dude, you missed that out route, Zach. That pass on the out route. What were you thinking? I'm like, whoa. Or like, yeah, dude, like,
no,
even back when I wrestled, yeah. Don't act like I didn't wrestle. I came out.
No, here's the thing, and this is, I think I said this to you guys. Look, okay, you guys, if I'm going to watch you at this sport, you have to give your all.
Don't waste my time.
Because I'm not like.
Don't waste my time. if I'm gonna come watch you, it better be 100%. And if you're doing it, no, I will say this: your rule was you were never like, you have to play this sport, you have to play that. But your rule always was, and I have this rule now, an apparent rule. If you're going to do it 100%. If you're not doing it 100%, don't do it at all. Get out now.
And then your mom said, Wayne, they're just let them have fun. Look,
I like that rule.
If you want to have fun, let's go to the playground. We could go to the playground and have fun. The fun of sporting, going in, getting into a sport, pushing yourself, not having fun, but
winning.
Doing something more than you thought you were capable of doing. That is the fun.
That's a better
now
way
you
to
have
put it.
to actually put in work to get to that major fun.
Welcome to life.
Lollygag around and have fun. Well, we could go to the playground. And do I have to go watch you at the playground?
Well, it's like, remember you said if you wanted entertained, you'd go to the entertainment station. But you want college wrestling talk.
Well, the thing is with Thompson, I seen Kennedy, who's serious about what he's going to do. And quite frankly, he's a real legitimate AA contender. Yeah. He really is, even in a weight above where he really should be. And I like Kennedy. He's not the most fascinating, fun wrestler to watch, but he's just solid.
He's not. They're not selling Kennedys at the entertainment store. But it's solid, yeah.
Hey, we're not going to make any shirt next week. Come join the Kennedy Fun Train. No, we're not going to do that, but he's technically solid. Yeah. Now, Thompson, you remember Jerry Jones one time they caught him after. Nah, that was years too long ago. You never mind.
People wouldn't, although a majority of our viewers are 45 and up, so they probably will.
No, yeah. As the Cowboys were winding down, they caught Jerry Jones. Well, that's kind of what I was going.
That's every year for the Cowboys, dude. What are you talking about?
I know. Thompson, look, dude, I love when a wrestler goes down, but he's got fight about him. I didn't see no fight. The
whole Oklahoma State team.
Yes.
Them Cowboys just got wrangled or lassoed.
Oh, this next match, Zach.
Let's talk about it. Dustin Plott, Gabe Arnold, and dude, and I'll tell you what I was thinking. This is right after the Carter injury. And I'm thinking, dude, if Gabe Arnold comes in here and wins and beats a number 2 at 184 and he can wrestle at 174, he's 100% going to wrestle. He's 100% got a chance to win a title.
Yeah.
But then he lost, but it was 4-1, 5-1.
If they would actually send him, he's got a chance to. And with the
Still
guys
does.
coming in, Christian Powell's been making the case that it makes sense to wrestle Gabe this year. And it wasn't crazy talk, what he was actually, the point he was making. But the thing is, wow, that kid is athletic. No doubt. And that was impressive. Plott is for real. And I came away, I wrote this down, Zach. Gabe Arnold is going to be a multi-champ. I wrote that down. And I really mean that. That's for real. What I've seen enough now. I'm convinced Gabe Arnold is going to be a big dog. There's no doubt. You could say he already is. But that was an impressive win by Plott. I mean, he has to work.
I will say this, man. Touche to Gabe Arnold. What a dog, dude. He just does, hey, throw me out a weight up. Does not care. Goes out there and scraps, dude.
Yeah.
Just scraps.
You know, you got
to respect that, man.
You put team first, and I got a hunch that's how Gabe is.
That's
but
how
I'm
you
just
would want
saying,
him to be.
Deep down, when he's sitting all alone and he's not thinking,
so you're saying he should
give me that loss. Send me up against number 2, the next weight up.
So you're saying he should be more selfish, right? Yeah. Okay.
No.
All right, touche, Gabe. Let's move on to 197. Zach Glazer over Serber 4-1.
Another guy. We're not going to be making any shirts about Funtown here when we're talking about Glazer, but just solid. Solid.
Yeah.
And I keep saying that he's a legitimate AA threat. Anyone's going to have trouble beating him. He's beatable, but he is just you got to give it to Glazer. All them years he sat behind Warner and all that stuff. But it's not a whole lot of fun watching what he does, but he gets it done, and part of me kind of roots for Glazier. The fact he waited all them years.
How big of a
kept
part?
working, waiting all them years. Warner's
You
out
have to
there.
respect that.
Warner's out there not ever shooting. You think Glazer's back in the practice room about ready to bang his head against the wall. Dude's not even shooting. Put me in, coach. You know, and it's like
He got his chance, man. He got his chance.
He's making it happen. One loss
today.
this year, a 5-1 to
Brooks, right?
a world-class
Brooks' closest
athlete.
match.
Yeah.
Is that Brooks'
Yeah.
toughest competition in this field right now?
I don't know, but we're going to get right back into Iowa's future and how all of you Iowa people that were upset after them 2 losses, they're not so upset anymore. I bet our Terry's feeling pretty good right now, too.
I bet
Not
Terry's on
only
fire.
about-
Oh! That's what it was. Shout out Terry. He bought shirts, baby.
That's it. That was supposed to be the
Shout
beginning
out
of the
Terry,
show.
dude. Terry bought some shirts. Also, Corey bought a shirt. Hot dog.
Wow.
Hot dog. Your
Corey
son,
and
my
Terry.
brother.
Wow.
Wow. If we
Terry.
get him supporting, dude, listen, if you don't hate us by now, like you,
know,
might
Terry-
want to like and subscribe, right?
I got a question for you. Terry's contributed so much to the Facebook page, and him and Kevin and others have such great posts, interesting stuff. He's been such a help to us. Now, he goes out, he buys BG stuff off of the store, and you wonder why you don't sell him stuff. You keep forgetting to even advertise. But what if Terry, why don't you throw a little invitation out to Terry? Terry, whatever saying you want on an Iowa shirt,
You've earned it. We'll make it for you.
we'll make
How
it
about
and
that?
put it into
There
our
you go.
catalog.
There you
Would
go.
we do that?
Yeah.
I
Terry's
think
earned it. Now, I'm not just
Think
I'm
about
not,
what
we're
you
not just
wanna
doing that
say.
for anybody and everybody, dude,
Yeah,
okay? But Terry's earned it.
Yeah.
Out of respect, Terry.
Terry,
you got a shirt idea, give it to us.
I could give a couple suggestions. Is you could say, "Why give me a loss?" Quote unquote. Gabe Arnold, Coach. Why give me a loss, Coach? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, let's move on. We got other
back
stuff to
to my
talk about, but-
selfish stuff. Gabe Arnold could have ran undefeated for how many? But anyway.
Yeah, but he's a team player.
Oh, boy.
Wow, that's a terrible thing.
The fun, or how about this one? Fun train. Zach Glazier. Terry, I'm just kidding.
All right, I could have came up with
No,
so much
thank
better.
you, Terry.
Finally, let's talk
And
about
thank
Ben
you,
Keeter.
Corey. Thank you, Corey. Now we got to get
Hey,
paid.
he owes us. No, thank you, Corey. Corey,
That's true.
a daggone, you better have bought a shirt.
Yeah,
About
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Ben Keeter over Doucette here.
Wow.
Ben Keeter's on the map. Welcome, Ben Keeter, baby. This boy's here. He looked like a dog, dude.
Yeah.
Looked like a dog out there. And not against a
So undersized.
slouch here. Yeah.
And boy, him and
4-1.
Arnold fit in the same boat for me. Both of them tremendously athletic. Now, both of them wrestled people bigger than them, especially Keeter. And that was an impressive win. And I got to say, yeah, he needs to put some size on. And it's a shame. It's like Terry said, I wish they had a 220-pound weight class for college like next year, because Keeter would be absolutely perfect for that. But anyway, wow, he's going to be a something. Here's the thing about Keeter that worries me about Keeter is that daggone football. Now, if he ends up, we got firsthand look how athletic this kid is. And no, he didn't play this year, but if he gets out there and whether it be that tight end role that Iowa's famous,
Well, if he's a tight end
and
for Iowa,
linebacker.
I don't think we got to worry about him getting a lot of action.
yeah,
They don't
finishing
score a lot
all
of points
4
in
year
Iowa
of
football, dude.
dude.
They score like
Dude,
They don't
and
score
that,
points.
Piles was making that point too. Why not put Keeter in this year? Because the chances, his very final year, chances,
dude, put him out. Yeah, he's not gonna be there for 4 years. Come
No,
on, man.
he's going to be getting ready for the combine.
yeah,
and what have
exactly.
you.
Get him out there now.
Yeah, so
if they
I'm
get
with
him
you,
out there
Christian.
now, can he AA at the heavyweight? Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
in
so.
fact, I think he's would
I
be
guess so.
favored to AA.
I tell you, and
I
it's
mean,
going
who
to
would
be
you
a
put ahead of Keeter right now? Obviously, and we're about to move
Well,
on to
obviously,
Bastida.
Yeah, Bastida and
today.
Hendrickson, and I don't think he could handle Schultz. Schultz is just too big, and he knows his stuff. But certainly, Keeter kind of schooled Doucette. So, and a lot of people would have said, well, Doucette's got a chance to AA this year. No more, because if Keeter goes, there went Doucette's spot. That was no lucky win. He won it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He looked better.
Yeah.
He was better. But, all right, so wrapping up Iowa, 22-9. But let's move on to some other big matches that happened today.
Dude.
We had Kyle Parko defeating Ridge Lovett, knocking off the number 1 undefeated Ridge Lovett 4-3.
Yes, yeah. And I'm just kidding, Ridge, about your little – I don't know. That wasn't the most masculine thing I've ever seen in my life. What was that? Something like that.
I hope no one has a photo of me looking like that out there.
And
I'll say that.
It's like the old coach said, act like you've been there before. What's that? And if you're going to do something, kind of make it cool if you can. I showed you the picture.
Like Oreen's tongue. Cool. By the way, why does it look like he's chewing gum? Is he chewing gum the whole time?
I always thought
Braden Davis is chewing gum.
Yeah,
and that's what made me think. I thought when I was watching
Oreen. I'm thinking, dude's out there chewing gum.
I wonder if Oreen is chewing on his tongue.
I don't know.
And maybe he needs to give his tongue a break so he sticks it out.
One of the guys where, you ever meet a guy where his tongue is unnaturally long? Like a guy.
I've seen girls on Instagram with that. Yikes. All right, but hey, listen, let's takeaways from Parko over Lovett here. Lovett? All right, all of a sudden, man, we had Lovett on a pedestal.
Yeah, we did.
And here in the last couple weeks, dude.
I had Henson kind of right there with him. But I said that I thought they were a step above, like Parko and the rest of them.
Not so fast.
I'm just saying, Lovett, make sure you're actually that guy before you act like you're that guy. And when you got number 3, Parko coming along
didn't
and
wrestle
knocking
last
you
year,
off stuff.
so yeah, I mean, it's not like he won last year.
A lot of people criticize, why didn't he wrestle last year? Well, Yanni was there. A lot of people, just saying it's a lot of talk out there about, he's out there dodging Yanni.
Was he ducking? Was he ducking?
The old duck.
Wow, we're seeing a lot of ducks.
Well, let's get
Flying
one thing
around.
straight. We know this whole Missouri, the team was sick. And there's no ducking there. The team's sick. I'm coach, you're coach, no matter who's coach, you're doing the right thing. I got to get this team ready for
yeah, agree, but it is just unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, at this time of year, on a Sunday like this, dude, come on, man. We wanted fireworks. We didn't get O'Toole versus David Carr. Obviously, David Carr won, but we did get Bastida and Elam. Bastida, major decision, 13-4.
Does
that surprise you?
No. Well, maybe a little bit. I called it Bastida by 3, but I said it'd be like 9-3, if you remember.
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
And, Bastida's, quite frankly, I'm still trying to figure
EJ Newton says Bastida might beat Kirk.
I was going to say, how does Bastida make out against Kirklevitt? Let me just say, Kirklevitt's going to have to wrestle a smart match.
Yeah.
He can't go diving in from a mile away because Bastida's got the speed to get around and run around back and boop, there's 3. Yeah. There's 3. And I'm telling you, Kirk's going to but I'm not worried. Kirk's going to have the coaches there reminding him, look, let's set this up. Let's be in where we need to be before we let's not be desperate wrestling. And Kirk wrestles smart. He wins that. But Bastida definitely has the athletic ability to pull off an upset there if everything went right. But
in addition to that, I'm looking up I want to see who won Rob versus Teamer. I don't know if you have that.
I don't.
But, in addition to that, why don't you touch on the Pan Am Championships and the most entertaining match, Nick Suriano's finals against
the Mexican guy.
Yeah,
well, the thing is the Pan Am Championships. That was great. Of course, next week at this time, we will have Greg Moore, our freestyle correspondent, with us. We're going to get knee deep into. Actually, we'll have
I think we might have multiple correspondents.
We'll have the results.
I think we might have Greg, Kevin, we might have multiple people on for that preview show. Almost
I
like a
definitely want to
round
get Kevin on again soon. But the thing is, and I'm not done trying to get Terry on and others. By the way, can I just say, when we got to talking about having people on, your ex-head coach in high school, Corey's ex-head coach, one of my dear friends, I love this guy, is David Bowersox. He's coached a lot of people in the wrestling game. Know David
Wrestling
Bowersox.
OG. In fact, you might want to say he's a wrestling. What was his idea?
All I know is this. The guy is one of the most knowledgeable, entertaining, and quite frankly, funny guys I've ever known. We promise we're going to have a sit-down round table with him and whoever he wants to bring. And we're going to do that. And I'm saying, you people out there are saying, what does this mean to me? I don't even know this guy. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a treat. I look forward to that particular episode. To me, it might be one of our strongest episodes. We're talking.
Well, I'll say this: if you think we're entertaining,
oh my goodness,
this guy is.
Oh
us
my
times
goodness!
Two.
But that's coming after the season's over. But back to what I was saying.
The wrestling fraternity. I'll say this, dude.
Yes.
Okay, his response, because I put out on the Facebook and Twitter, hey, how can we get better? You know, I'm trying to get better. In fact, the day before, I said, dude, we need a content guy, a creative guy, something. We got it. We're getting boring. I said, we're getting boring, dude.
Well,
yeah, and you didn't have nothing to say, and then
maybe
so
not
I
so
put it
much
out.
today. Wait till
But
we see that.
Bowersox brought up like starting a wrestling fraternity in the United States, because you know there are fraternities that when you graduate college, you go to apply for jobs and you have on your resume that you're part of this fraternity.
That's true.
They take you more serious, dude.
That's
Or like,
that's a
hey,
good
if
idea.
like there's someone else at your fraternity who works there, and they see you an applicant, you're more likely to get hired.
Well,
you know, it's
a smart,
brilliant. Along with other people, there were other brilliant ideas that we've already gotten feedback for that I want to acknowledge. Maybe I'll acknowledge next time.
Yeah, if you have a wise HR person, as soon as they see on a guy's applicant or a girl's applicant, oh, former wrestler here, all of a sudden, my interest is piqued. Because someone that goes through a sport like that, and there's not a sport easier out there as far as to go out and lose in this sport and then to keep going, to keep your chin up, and to keep going back and trying. That says something about a person. Because it's not like you're with the rest of the team. You can hide among all of and we got 11 of us losers. I'm kind of hiding. Nobody's hiding. It was only you out in that mat. We got some, anyway, back to next Sunday when Greg Moore, our freestyle correspondent, is going to be with us. That's going to be fun because the qualifier is going to be done, I think. I have to look, but I'm certain it's going to be done. We'll know whether our 57 and 65 have qualified, whether Nick Lee and Zane Richards qualified us. And I hope they did, because if we have to wait and go to the last chance, things really get complicated then and a whole lot tougher. But that's going to be interesting to get into it next week.
I aforementioned the Suriano match. Yeah, what a wild match. Suriano, a madman, dude. Greg texted me like, he's not sure if he's cutting his hair. And then he's at the end of the match. Well, first of all, dude, if you watch the match, he's right. Greg is right when he said Nick doesn't even let the dude get back to the middle of the match. He just literally turns around and he's like, and if I was his opponent, I would be annoyed. I'd be like, dude, back up. Back off!
Yeah, but the ref never
doesn't care. And then at the end of the match,
him.
his opponent's so irritated, he kicks Nick in the balls. No reaction.
Well,
no reaction. Nick Suriano might be the most interesting man in wrestling. I'm serious. What? Who is this?
Do you remember when
doesn't have a haircut?
Do you remember when Siriano DeSanto went at it? I mean, you talk about letting her fly. And I love Nick's thing. He always like, I'm not doing anything, as he's slamming his chest into DeSanto. I'm not doing anything. And oh man, it's you know what? I love people that are passionate. And boy, that Nick
Suriano, dude,
is passionate.
Man, can we get Suriano on Claw? Please.
That 57.
I want Suriano in
the
Claw
trials.
wrestling.
I can't wait to get Greg going on the trials, just in 57 alone, because all of a sudden Spencer's one of the ones that got gold at this Pan Am Championships over the weekend. Every guy got gold. So, but obviously Spencer looked good. Then we got Gilman who we know how dangerous Gilman can be. Then we got Fix and Vito. Let's see what happens after they have to drop that weight. They got a real challenge in front of them. But then we got Suriano. And who knows? We got Zane Richards.
Madman out there. Yeah.
And, I mean, it's that 57 alone is going to be, of course, 65 is just as deep. Who knows all the guys are going to be there. If Rutherford is there, I don't think he can get down and be full strength. But that's all. Why am I getting started? Let's save that all for next week.
Some other matches that happened today. Van D beat Klebov 8-6.
Yes. By the way, I seen Crookham didn't wrestle against Klebov. And they, we talked about their District 11 history.
What are you doing?
And, the thing is I don't want to be the guy getting the duck signal out real quick. But, dude.
Duck signal.
Dude.
Duck signl.
Everything.
Quack, quack,
You're
Crookham.
sitting perfect.
Quack,
Ryan.
quack, Crookham. Come on, man. Be a dog. Don't be a duck. Be a dog.
Oh, yeah, but Coach, this is probably Coach. Hey, Ryan, how'd you and this Klebov make out back in high school? Well, Coach, it was pretty close. It was real close.
Okay, you're not going.
Tell you what.
Take the day off.
That's just, we're sitting pretty now.
You're
I'm
shining.
just kidding.
Yeah, because Crookham's a shining gold trophy.
Oh,
right
yes,
now.
shining gold
He
trophy.
don't want him get a loss, dude. But and just one other thing, it doesn't look like Peyton Rom wrestled today. It was Teamer over Ethan Styles, unfortunately.
Wow.
Peyton Rob, man, I'm not on. Love Peyton Rob. I'm not sold on him.
I'm
this
still
season.
there. I'm still
You
there.
are. You're still there. Figueroa beat Caleb Smith. Are you still there on Figueroa?
He made me so mad with that cheap shot.
I know you can't even.
How mad that made me.
You get so angry. Dude.
I do. It's hard for me to be on board. I was a big Figueroa guy. I was putting him in my top tier.
Yeah.
In that, how do you put anybody in the top tier in that 125? Here I had him, Ramos, and Ayala in the top tier, and then he goes off acting like a punk. Did I say that right? Punk. You purposely trying to hurt your opponent? That's punk stuff.
That's yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
We all
if
make
it's illegal,
mistakes.
it's
We
kind
all
of
make
punk.
mistakes.
Dude.
Okay,
right.
I'll forgive, but dang on.
Get it ramped up, get it cleaned up, get it tightened up, Figueroa.
Yeah,
because we are now in the prime, in the meat of it, dude.
Figueroa, if you want to do a love it thing and do a little, I don't know what kind of dance that was, sticking tongue out, I don't know, putting your foot up. That was okay. I'll live with that. But jamming a guy with your elbow who could have possibly gave him a concussion, no, I'm not on board with that kind of.
I can't wait to hear from our insider Greg C on Love It. He couldn't say enough about Love It. Remember, Love It ain't gonna be touched, right?
Wow, Greg C. I was reading his stuff while that Iowa match was going, and he's starting to intimidate me a little bit because he's always right. And the more I read Greg C,
Love It,
the more I think, dude, you don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa!
Me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I'm thinking Greg C should be here and not me. But
I don't think he probably gets as fired up after this match as you do, dude. I don't know. But hey,
this is a huge mistake going live right at a match like this. And you know what? We're going to be live almost after the Big Tens. We're going to be live after the national championships.
Yep.
However,
we're
brought something
try to fit
up.
these episodes in.
And I don't know. This is probably not the time to talk about this, but we normally had episodes Tuesday night. And I think everybody likes, you know what? I know Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, BEG has their episode. And I know we need to be consistent.
Identified that as
We've been
time
all
slot.
over the place here late. Are you with me that can we change
kind of like
our
a lot
time?
of wrestlers,
Can we change our time of when our regular show is?
Do whatever we want.
To Sunday nights? Because we could just go live Sunday nights.
I like that.
6 o'clock Sunday
At least
night,
for the rest
every
of
night. And boom, whether we could do episodes where we have all your production works, like that one episode you had the awards show. You put a whole lot of work into production.
Yeah, go watch the awards show. That was a great episode.
You've been too busy with your business where it's jamming you up. I don't want this silly podcast to jam you up.
It ain't jamming nothing up. But yeah, I mean, listen, we pivoted because
I like
what
that
happened is by the time I edit these episodes and get them out, things would change. So
well, that happened yesterday.
It happened yesterday.
Yeah,
I did an edit. You guys, everyone wants to edit an episode. I did edit an episode. News changed, dude. Within 8 hours of us doing it, I'm like,
we recorded it, and between when we recorded it and the next day when we put it out, Missouri got sick.
O'Toole wasn't wrestling.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude,
the whole Missouri team is not wrestling almost.
So we're gonna.
So it was old news. But,
so it was old news. But we are not old news. We're kind of new news.
I don't know.
Do you got anything else?
Well, we're going to. Are we going to do Tuesday night?
I don't know. Are we?
Or we want to announce it right now that this is it.
We might get something out, dude. Here's the other thing. We have new options now, so we can get something out Tuesday night. You don't have to come down here. I don't have to go up there anymore. I just stream you in, dude.
That's true. I don't even own a camera for my computer.
You have one on your phone?
Oh, I got my phone. Yes.
Done.
Done.
All right. I'm tired. You exhausted?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, mate. That's it. PG Wrestling will be back sometime.
Love
Probably
you guys.
soon. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.